Question 1. Where can reflective studs, cat's eyes, be found on a motorway? A. Dividing a slip road from the lanes. Reflective studs are used to divide the lanes on the motorway and indicate where the hard shoulder and central reservation begin. In polite conditions, they can help you position your vehicle on the motorway. Question 2. You need to show your certificate of motor insurance when? B. Requested by the police. After successfully purchasing car insurance, you will be provided with a certificate as proof. In some circumstances, a police officer may ask you to present this certificate. If you can't provide it immediately, you will need to present it at a police station within 7 days. Question 3. While traveling on a one-way street, you decide to turn right. Where should your car be positioned? B. In the right-hand lane. To avoid obstructing drivers who aren't turning right, you should position your vehicle in the right-hand lane. Indicate appropriately and allow sufficient time to make the turn. Question 4. You are planning to tow a trailer. Where can information on the maximum nose weight for the tow ball of the vehicle be found? C. In your vehicle's manual. You must find out the maximum nose weight for your vehicle's tow ball so you can load the trailer safely. You should be able to find it in your vehicle's manual. Question 5. Whilst you are driving, a police officer flashes his headlights at you from behind. He is pointing to the left. What should you do? B. Pull over to the left when it is safe to do so. You are required to pull up on the left as soon as you can do so safely. Once you have done so, turn off your engine. Question 6. The anti-lock brakes on your vehicle will be activated when? C. You apply full pressure to your brake pedal. If you press down on your brakes suddenly and with force, perhaps because of an emergency, the anti-lock system will prevent the wheels from locking up and causing loss of steering control. Question 7. Stop signs are which shape? A. Octagonal, 8-sided. Stop signs are octagonal, 8-sided. Their unusual shape helps them stand out from other road signs. Question 8. Which type of glasses are unsafe to wear when driving at night? C. Glasses with tinted lenses. When you are driving at night, you should not wear tinted glasses. They can reduce your visibility even further when it is already dark. Question 9. Cars are most susceptible to crosswinds when? D. The road is wide and there aren't many buildings to the left or right. Open stretches of road can increase the effect of crosswinds on vehicles, causing them to drift off course. You need to stay alert and try to avoid other vehicles which may make sudden movements. These include bicycles, motorcycles, lorries and tow trucks. Question 10. You are planning to overtake a vehicle, but a sign tells you that there is a hidden dip ahead. What should you do? C. Do not overtake until you have a clear view of the road ahead. In this situation, you should not proceed to overtake another vehicle until you can clearly see traffic that might be coming in the opposite direction. Question 11. You are driving on a road without speed limit signs. However, there is street lighting which indicates that the speed limit is probably D. 30 miles per hour. The presence of street lighting suggests that it is a built-up area. The speed limit for built-up areas is 30 miles per hour. Question 12. You are approaching an amber traffic light. What does this mean? A. You need to come to a halt at the stop line. An amber light means that the traffic light is about to change to red, hence you should prepare to stop. Question 13. Never attempt to overtake cyclists when you are D. About to turn left. When you wish to turn left but there is a cyclist ahead, you should slow down and allow the cyclist to go through the upcoming junction. Then you will be able to turn left safely. Question 14. In which of the following situations is it least safe to overtake another vehicle? B. Traveling towards a dip in the road's surface. A dip in the road may impair your ability to drive safely and see traffic coming in the opposite direction. At all times you should only overtake if it is necessary. Question 15. You should not stop on a motorway if D. You need to check an atlas to see where you are. You need to check an atlas to see where you are. Question 16. You are going straight on at the next roundabout. You need to B. Turn on your left indicator prior to exiting the roundabout. Once you have passed the exit prior to the one you will use, turn on your left indicator in plenty of time. This will alert other motorists that you are preparing to leave the roundabout. Question 17. If your roof box falls into the left-hand lane while you are driving on a motorway, where should you stop to deal with the problem? D. The hard shoulder. If anything should fall from your vehicle or from another, stop on the hard shoulder and use the emergency telephone to inform the authorities. Never try to retrieve it yourself. Question 18. What is the main measure used to prevent congestion on a motorway? C. Closed lanes. To ensure that traffic won't come to a standstill, variable speed limits can be used during busy times. Stay alert and look for flashing signs which will inform you of the change to the speed limit. Question 19. What should you not do when you are about to join a contraflow? A. Switch lanes at the last minute. When joining a contraflow, you should choose an appropriate lane and stay in that lane. Constantly switching between lanes at short notice may catch other drivers off guard, increasing the likelihood of a collision. Question 20. As you approach a bend, you see this sign. You should B. Slow down and continue driving around the bend while remaining alert. The sign is telling you that the road bends to the right. Make sure that you have selected the right gear and continue to drive at a slow but constant speed. Question 21. While driving through a residential area, you accidentally crash into a garden wall. No one else is around. You must A. Inform the police within 24 hours. If you cannot contact the homeowner, you must notify the police of the accident within 24 hours. Question 22. Which of the following would not impair your ability to concentrate while driving? B. Wearing contact lenses. Contact lenses are highly unlikely to impair your concentration. However, driving under the influence of drugs or while you are feeling fatigued dramatically increases the chance of an accident. Question 23. A statutory off-road notification, also known as a SON, is valid. B. Until your vehicle is taxed, sold, scrapped, or permanently exported. Your SON is valid until your vehicle is taxed, sold, scrapped, or permanently exported. Your vehicle must be in and remain in Great Britain for your SON to be valid. Question 24. You are first to arrive at the scene of an accident involving a motorcycle. The rider has been hurt. Do not remove the person's helmet unless C. It is essential. Unless it is absolutely essential, do not remove a motorcycle helmet. Wait for the emergency services, who will then take appropriate action. Question 25. While you are driving in daytime, visibility is poor, though it hasn't been seriously compromised. You should activate A. Your dipped headlights. Your dipped headlights will improve your visibility without dazzling other road users. Question 26. While driving in the right-hand lane of a dual carriageway, you see a sign indicating that the lane is closed 800 yards ahead. What should you do? C. Indicate left and change into another lane in good time. To reduce the chance of a collision, you should prepare to move into another lane well in advance. Check for any hazards or traffic behind you while you are indicating. Question 27. Road narrowing chicanes and humps are used for. D. Calming traffic and keeping road speeds low in areas with pedestrians and children. Typically found in residential areas or near schools, measures such as road humps slow down vehicles and lower the chance of fatalities if a pedestrian is hit by a vehicle. Question 28. What is the best way to lower the chances of your car being stolen or broken into? A. Park the car in a well-lit area. By making sure your car is as visible as possible, you can lower the chances of your vehicle being broken into or stolen. To do this, park in a well-lit area and avoid deserted streets. Question 29. You see markings warning you school, keep clear. Why is it against the law to stop where these markings are? C. Children will not be able to see passing vehicles as easily. If you see yellow markings that say school, keep clear, you cannot stop there even to pick up or set down children. Stopping there could make it difficult for pedestrians, including children and their parents, to see any oncoming traffic and cross roads safely. Question 30. You are indicating right and planning to turn off a main road onto a smaller side road. Prior to turning, you need to B. Check for other motorists overtaking you on the right. In this situation, you need to check for cyclists and motorcyclists before you make your right turn. They may have been overtaking stationary traffic. Double check in your mirrors and look over your shoulder to check your blind spot. Question 31. You are giving your mate's kids a lift to school. They are both 10 years old. Who is responsible for ensuring that they wear seat belts or appropriate child restraints? D. You, the driver. As the driver, you are legally responsible for ensuring that the children in your vehicle are wearing seat belts or child restraints. You should remind them to buckle up and double check that they are fastened. Question 32. Two pensioners are getting ready to cross the road, but not at a pedestrian crossing. As you approach, you should D. Use extra caution because they may not realize how fast your car is traveling. Although you do not need to stop and allow older pedestrians to cross, you must remain alert and drive slowly and steadily. Question 33. Powered wheelchairs and scooters designed for use by disabled people have a maximum speed of A. 8 miles per hour. The maximum speed of motorized wheelchairs and scooters is typically 8 miles per hour. You should drive with caution. Their small sizes and slow speeds make them particularly vulnerable. Question 34. You should only stop on the hard shoulder of a motorway if A. There is a genuine emergency. Hard shoulders are designed for emergencies such as your car breaking down. If you need assistance, use your mobile phone or an emergency telephone to alert the relevant services to your location. Use information such as motorway markers or the last exit you passed to help officials pinpoint where you are. Question 35. What is the greatest advantage of a vehicle with four-wheel drive? C. It provides additional grip on road surfaces. Four-wheel drive can direct engine power to the wheels with the most traction front or rear. This can enhance your ability to control the vehicle on roads that are slippery or provide low traction. Question 36. When driving on a wet surface, how large a time gap should there be between you and the vehicle ahead? B. 4 seconds. The Highway Code recommends that in wet weather, you double the usual 2-second time gap between your vehicle and the vehicle ahead. This is because it may take longer to stop in wet weather. Question 37. During heavy snowfall you should B. Only make necessary journeys. In heavy snow it's best not to drive unless the journey is absolutely necessary. Question 38. A child passenger in your car is under 1.35 meters tall. It is your responsibility to ensure that D. An appropriate child restraint for the child's height and age is used. When driving young passengers, it is your responsibility to ensure that they wear seat belts or child restraints that are appropriate for their ages and heights. A child under 1.35 meters tall should use a child restraint, not an adult seat belt, except in special circumstances, as described in the Highway Code. Question 39. While you are traveling through a tunnel, a small fire starts in your vehicle. You need to B. Carry on through the tunnel if possible. If it is a small fire, you should try to clear the tunnel before evacuating. If not, switch off your engine, turn on your hazard lights and contact the emergency services immediately. Avoid the fire if it is worsening. Question 40. While in a queue at traffic lights, you are planning to turn left. Prior to making the maneuver, you need to D. Check if there are any cyclists on the left. Cyclists may be traveling on the left-hand side. Before you make your planned turn, perform a final check to see if there are any cyclists obstructing your path. Question 41. You're towing a trailer along a 3-lane motorway. When may you use the right-hand lane? A. When there are lane closures. If you're towing a caravan or trailer, you mustn't use the right-hand lane of a motorway with 3 or more lanes, except in certain specified circumstances, such as when lanes are closed. Question 42. Which vehicles should use the left-hand lane on a 3-lane motorway? A. Any vehicle that isn't overtaking. On a motorway, all traffic should use the left-hand lane unless overtaking. When overtaking, a number of slower vehicles move back to the left-hand lane when you're safely passed. Check your mirrors frequently, and don't stay in the middle or right-hand lane if the left-hand lane is free. Question 43. What should you do when you move off from behind a parked car? B. Look around before moving off. Before moving off, you should use both the interior and exterior mirrors to check that the road is clear. Look around to check the blind spots and, if necessary, give a signal to warn other road users of your intentions. Also look well ahead as you have to steer out into the road to pass the parked car. Question 44. What safety device must be fitted to a trailer braking system? D. Breakaway cable. In the event that the trailer becomes detached from the towing vehicle, the breakaway cable activates the trailer brakes before snapping. This allows the towing vehicle to get free of the trailer and out of danger. Question 45. You're waiting to turn right at the end of a road. What should you do if your view is obstructed by parked vehicles? A. Stop and then move forward slowly and carefully for a clear view. At junctions, your view is often restricted by buildings, trees, or parked cars. You need to be able to see in order to judge a safe gap. Edge forward slowly and keep looking all the time. Don't cause other road users to change speed or direction as you emerge. Question 46. Powered vehicles used by disabled people are small and can be hard to see. What must they display if they're traveling on a dual carriageway? D. Flashing amber beacon. Powered vehicles used by disabled people are small and low, making them hard to see on the road. They also travel very slowly. On an unrestricted dual carriageway, they must display a flashing amber beacon to warn other road users of their presence. Question 47. What's the reason for the hatched area along the center of this road? A. It separates traffic flowing in opposite directions. Areas of hatched markings such as these separate traffic streams that could be a danger to each other. They're often seen on bends or where the road becomes narrow. If the area is bordered by a solid white line, you mustn't enter it except in an emergency. Question 48. Tell me how you would check that the headlights and tail lights are working. No need to exit vehicle. D. All of the above. To activate your low beam lights, you will likely have to turn on the ignition. Then turn on the lights and look for the green light that shows your lights are on. Make sure the blue high beam light isn't on. Then explain to the examiner that to check the lights you could get out and walk around. As it's a tell me question, you don't need to actually do it. Question 49. At an incident, someone is suffering from severe burns. How could you help them? D. Douse the burns with clean cool water. Your priority is to cool the burns with clean cool water. Its coolness will help take the heat out of the burns and relieve the pain. Keep the wound doused for at least 20 minutes. If blisters appear, don't attempt to burst them, as this could lead to infection. Question 50. When may you use hazard warning lights while you're driving? B. On a motorway or unrestricted dual carriageway to warn of a hazard ahead. When there's queuing traffic ahead and you have to slow down or even stop briefly, showing your hazard warning lights will help alert the traffic behind to the hazard.